Hey peeps, and welcome to the latest drop of the Recruiter Report. Today I wanted to hop in and talk about an important topic, you. What is your professional brand? And if you think about it, your professional brand should somehow be aligned to your personal brand. What are the values that you carry? What are the things that are important to you? And really the query is, what do people say about you when you're not in the room? What is the reputation that precedes you? And then the biggest thing I'm gonna call out is how can you make money off of it? So today I'm gonna dive into some tactics to really examine what is your personal, professional brand and really making sense of cultivating and curating that. I'll give you some tactical tips on how to think about that. And also, how can you campaign, push it, commit that to other people's memories and make it a part of who you are? Step one, define it. Be introspective. Really think thoughtfully about what are the activities that you do in your personal and or professional life that spark joy, that fuel you, that get you out of bed on the Mondays, that inspire you, that you're drawn to? Are there causes or a mission that you hold dear to, that you align with? Really looking inside in terms of how you want to be represented outside. So the real call out here is starting by clearly defining it. What is your personal brand? And take time with this, in that this is going to be the thing that you'll lead with. So it's important that you understand what it is. Lean into it. Step two, lean into it. Become your own hype man. Okay? So when there are projects, cross-functional things that are happening in your company that call on that type of skill set, be the first to raise your hand. When people ask for guidance, mentorship, or to shadow, your name should be top of mind. If there are projects like this, you're the first to raise your hand. If there are opportunities to get people to shadow you doing this type of work, you're making yourself available and making space. When there are meetings and people are talking or asking for volunteers, troubleshooting, that's me. Make it known and again, tout your own prowess or efficiency in that space. Maybe it's a software that you have mastered and you're crushing. Excel, do it all day. PowerPoint, killing it. Not only are you going to be your own hype man in terms of touting your experience on this, be mindful of doing it naturally in a place that feels fluidly. So again, making yourself available, volunteering for projects. Maybe it's that someone from your company is going to speak on the topic. You could be the panelist. Maybe it's that someone is asking for someone from your team to do this kind of work. It's you. Additionally, don't be afraid to get other people to endorse or sponsor you as an expert in this space. This could sound like asking a work bestie, hey, if anyone's looking for a PowerPoint expert, then I'm happy to help. Noticing someone working on this particular type of project, asking for the space to weigh in, offering your expertise. Again, offering space and giving yourself opportunities to show off this skill set whenever available. You're becoming your own walking campaign of this particular skill set and making it part of your brand. Additionally, what will be super important is there might be rooms and tables that you're not sitting at within your firm that you might not have the space to tout about yourself. Making sure that someone who is influential within your firm knows that this is part of your skill set. So when you're not in the room, the right leaders and influencers know that this about you. Maybe your skill set is that you're great at public speaking. So when there are opportunities for people to be representing your firm, your name is top is on the tip of everyone's tongue. Again, you are building out your own campaign about your capability in this space. And you want to not only make it known, now you know about yourself, you want to make sure that other people are aware of it. You're using opportunities to flex that skill set. You're making sure that whenever there is opportunities to do this type of work, other people are talking about you in the space, and that your name becomes synonymous with this type of work. Third, and the best call out, bank on it, monetize it. So the first place to start is super personally one-to-one. Make this particular skill set or part of your brand come to life in your performance review. And here's a couple ways to do that. When you're in most companies, you're going to be asked to write your self or personal review about your work or skill set throughout the year. And you want to interwove this type of work or this type of prowess throughout your performance review, or really capture it, and even dedicating like a full paragraph to examples of you flexing this type of skill set. Maybe it's that you're great at troubleshooting in reference to software systems. You want to call out examples. Maybe there's a help ticket that you got called into to do this kind of work. Maybe it's that you are leading a class or seminar on this kind of work or training. You want to be able to share the survey's results in terms of people talking about you doing it well. One of my favorite things to do is to have a folder within my inbox on my Outlook or whatever kind of mail server you use called Kudos. And in that Kudos, what I have is anytime anyone gives me props for doing a good job. In your performance review, you can use the quotes from those emails of people hyping you up about doing this kind of work and weave them into your performance self-review. So not only are you saying it, now you got testimonials to call it out. Being able to understand your skill set and worth can give you money in terms of your bonus. If there is a individual bonus payout in your corporation, you being able to speak to you adding value to the firm, you can get paid for it, and you should. We talked about being able to speak on panels and this type of work. Not only is your organization looking for people who do this, but I have seen LinkedIn groups and even particular associations like Toastmasters that are looking for speakers. If you are really great and are developing your expertise or if you're a subject matter expert in a particular space, then universities, associations, boards, software companies are often looking for people who are experts in this space, and you can get paid to be a panelist. You could be paid to get a panelist, or people are literally just paying you to speak about your opinions, your prowess, and your proficiency in a particular space. Join groups that are looking for speaker conferences. Maybe there's an association, a professional association that you belong to, that they're looking for speakers at the next upcoming conference. Putting yourself out there, understanding your fee and cost structure. Definitely one of the things to call out is like them paying for a speaker fee, any type of travel arrangements or other accommodations in terms of you being able to make it to the conference, and having a bio ready to go to talk about why you're the thought leader in that particular space. I'm not on here for nothing. So maybe there are opportunities for you to flout your expertise in other spaces like social media, hint, hint, where you can share tips and tricks, or then speak to a new or different audience about your work in that space. Imagine people are Googling you to learn about a particular area of expertise. Don't forget to use SEO optimization so you are driving the right traffic to you and your space. Other opportunities, companies sometimes pay for potential engagements or projects just for you to talk about your your expertise in a particular space. Maybe you have a side hustle or side gig where you're just literally being paid on an ad hoc basis to give advice or to consult in a particular area. And maybe this is more of a side gig where it's on a project by project basis. There are companies that particularly pay based on the work that they're doing to have consultants lean in to give advice or guidance in a particular space on a project by project basis. Maybe it's time for you to interview. Maybe you're interviewing for a promotion within your current company, or maybe you're looking externally. This is the time to tout yourself in terms of knowing the value that you bring to your current or future organization. You understanding and knowing the value that you bring to your organization or your new firm is part of your personal brand. You being able to speak and highlight by giving examples of you demonstrating this kind of prowess will all be paramount to the interview. What advice I always give to people is your offer for a particular job opportunity takes two components. The resume is the work you say that you did. The interview is your capability to demonstrate that value. And that means dollars. So understanding and knowing your personal brand when you're interviewing internally or externally will be critical to demonstrate how much money you'll be offered. People who interview or perform well, hiring managers or HR teams are all about trying to get them the dollar amount that they're worth based on how they're able to demonstrate their value in an interview. Developing your personal brand is a dynamic thing. Maybe it's about where you are in life, professionally or personally. It's about being aligned to who you are outside of work, to how you like to show up within your profession or career. It's also about being aligned with who you are from an integrity, personality, and values perspective. Not only should it resonate with you, it should be true to those who love you outside of work, those who are your champions within the workplace, and for your future fans. Understanding and knowing your personal brand is an introspective exercise that can get you externally paid. So for more talk on professional development, getting hired up, please like, follow, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. It's the Recruiter Report. Talk to you soon, friends.